And this morning, the future of the Department of Education is in limbo. President Trump is pushing to gut the federal agency, but ultimately the decision comes down to Congress.
Our Mercedes McKay is joining us live from downtown West. And Mercedes, a lot of parents are wondering how this is going to impact their kids. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Rennie and Michelle. Well, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty right now about what could happen to the Department of Education. And naturally, parents are wondering if that office closes down in D.C., how will that impact my kids here miles away? So I went to Education Plus CEO Chris Gaines to see just what the department does for local districts here. So Gaines tell me that districts receive a lot of money that flows through the Department of Education. Plus, the department is legally required to ensure certain programs are running smoothly, most notably special education. Title I schools, which are public schools that support students from low-income families, also receive federal funds. The Department of Education also helps with career and technical education. Now, President Trump says cutting the federal agency would send education back to the states, but Gaines says that's always been the case.
Each state has their own curriculum standards, which are admittedly very similar from place to place. Education has always been a state issue. The federal piece has really been around mostly the things that I mentioned in terms of special education, career and technical education, and the title programs, which are primarily meant to put money in impoverished schools.
So Gaines says initially he doesn't think that your kids will feel the impact inside their classroom, but if the Department of Education does ultimately get cut, those duties don't go away, so it will fall on somewhere else, some other department, so it could have long-term impacts in the classroom. We would just be guessing though at this point what those exactly would be. Ahead in our 6 o'clock hour, why it could become harder for you to file complaints within your school district. Live in downtown West, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.